Dear Aisha, we are driving through France as I write this, a little cluster of towns in the region of Alsace. The cherry blossoms have started to bloom here, earlier than in Switzerland. I've felt compelled to write this thank you letter to you for many years. I feel that I can express myself a little bit more eloquently through written words, without all the fumblings and sudden surfacing of insecurities that face-to-face conversation can sometimes bring. Not to mention my hopelessly dreaming and wandering mind, which is a poetic way of saying my ADHD impulsivity, which sometimes gets the best of me. I've always wanted to convey to you how highly I think of you. You accepted me as a friend when I really struggled to accept myself. I had a lot of internalized racism growing up, especially in elementary school. I genuinely felt that I was the most hideous, bizarre creature on the entire planet. I felt that I took up too much space. I was too tall, too sensitive, too loud, and too dark-skinned. I never once felt that way while hanging out with you. When I reflect on our friendship, I remember it being so pure and full of light, with most of the focus being on creativity and adventure. You are, and have always been, such a unique and complex human being. You are one of the least superficial people I have ever met, despite being so conventionally stunning. It's one of the most beautiful paradoxes I've encountered in human form. As someone who has so desperately and painfully tried to fit in for most of her life, it was both empowering and perplexing to see someone who could have easily fit in if she wanted to, yet who chose to stay true to herself and to carve out her own path. When I got older and was suddenly perceived by some as physically beautiful, it completely changed the way people interacted with me. The stark contrast gave me a sincere appreciation for everyone who was kind to me when I wore boys' clothes and a low ponytail every day. Throughout our friendship, you never once made me feel inferior or like I was a geek for being so loquacious or for devouring books at an obscene rate. You were so kind. You were so fun. You were a beautiful, beautiful friend. And to me, there is really nothing more divine than that in this deeply divided and chaotic world. It's perhaps usual to let this kind of appreciation and admiration for someone go unsaid, but I've always found that to be a shame. I think it's valuable for people to know the impact they've had. You inspire me with your strength, agility, and power, both literally and figuratively. Through your keen and often silent observation and your unique creative mind. Any brittle semblance of envy I might have had at age 10 quickly transformed into the most profound admiration. No matter how distant, and no matter how much time elapses, the spirit of those two adventurous fifth-grade girls climbing up trees to talk about space, painting portraits of each other, making mixtapes, that light lives on in me, and I'm forever thankful for that.